The darkness, the emptiness, the void of West Coast winters. Contrasted by our beautiful springs. And I think spring is actually effing here. You know, I felt like I was beaten. I kept saying to the wife, "Oh, this isn't spring. This is in a couple days it's going to turn to second winter. Oh, this isn't spring. Third winter's on the way." But the last few days, now that I know that spring is here, it's just really acknowledging how affected I am by the lack of the light spectrum throughout the year. And you know, flippity scrollily through the old social media sure ain't helping much with that. But anyway, I also know that it's spring because my beautiful cherry tree is in full bloom and all the petals are falling down like the right kind of flower petal rain, not the regular rain we see all year. And I also know it's spring because Salty Hearts Music Festival's right down the pipes. And I just wanted to chat with y'all a little bit about that. If you haven't got a ticket, definitely grab one. But I'm not here to try to convince you to get tickets. I'm actually want to speak to those who are already planning on attending and give a warm thank you for believing in us to have another great event here. So wanted to just take a minute and remind people about a few things. We're going to be sending out some information about shuttles and schedules and little bits and pieces like that. For example, the shuttle will be running back and forth a lot more and won't be waiting as much to fill up, and we'll be sort of getting people back and forth at a faster rate hopefully this year, and some other great tidbits about the sort of general logistics of how things are going to be. I did want to kind of acknowledge the sort of craziness that it is, the two stages that are 6 kilometers away from each other, and kind of acknowledge that sort of craziness is not lost on us, but there is method to that madness for sure. So, and you know, I guess like just going back to that winter piece, and just, you know, for all of us who are coming out of winter and we are planning on coming out to this event, that, you know, we are so fortunate here on the West Coast and on Vancouver Island to be able to live in such a beautiful place. And I think that I'm happy that you are coming out, that we are going to spend some time and, you know, get out there, you know, light big fires and have cozy good times. And you know, it's another thing I think we miss on the West Coast is fires. You know, we really can't do our fire parties much with all of these dry summers that we see. So you know, let's take this time. Let's let spring be the beginning. Let's let spring be the beginning of our year. Let's let this event be an opportunity to reset, to touch grass, to remember the beauty that we live in, to connect with humans, to know that the people who live around us are truly our community, and to just spend some time unplugged, phones off, fires on, dance floors on, and to just really try to hit that reset button, to do our best to shake off the winter, to shake off the week, to go out there and to really just connect with music, with each other, and with nature. That's what we want. That's what we do. That's a privilege that we all have. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there in that way. We feel a lot of love for everyone and for our community, and we're thankful for you to continually to enable us to do these types of things. You know, the shenanigans and the whatnots are ramping up this year. So make sure you got your granny panties with you and all that jazz. But anyway, much love to everyone. If you are able to, just gonna give this a little shake. so I can get the right kind of flower petal rainfall. Yeah, be prepared, get all your things, grab a couple extra pals. We ain't effing around, we're having a good time. We're touching grass, we're touching ocean, we're toes in the sand, and dance parties in the forest. So let's say F it and let's have a good time. Hit us up if you want any questions immediately answered, but if not, please just stay tuned. We'll be sending a bunch more info to you via email. And if you don't have a ticket, you should probably grab one.